Hey everybody, welcome to Law and Society. So while I was doing my videos and while I was doing the work and posting it and editing and all of that, Donald Trump launched a massive attack on Venezuela and several cities and military air bases. And Donald Trump has claimed that U.S. forces have captured Nicolas Maduro and his wife, and they are in U.S. custody. There is a 6-year indictment that is in the Southern District of New York for drug trafficking and narco-terrorism against Nicolas Maduro. And whatever the case is, we are now at de facto state of war with the foreign nation Venezuela. There is this argument that it's about oil. There's this argument that it's about drugs. I firmly think that it's about distraction. This is an entirely manufactured war based on charges 6 years ago that Donald Trump provoked. Donald Trump ramped up, starting with the boat attacks and then going after Maduro specifically, and now by attacking a foreign nation. And mind you, this military operation began when he started talking about Maduro and Venezuela in connection to the boat attacks. And when that started, from that point until now, 60 days have passed. So what Donald Trump should have done, what any legitimate law-abiding president would do, would be to go to Congress and ask for war authorization. But Donald Trump did not do that. I actually thought that Donald Trump would ask for war authorization, but I was wrong. Donald Trump brazenly went and attacked Venezuela and kidnapped its president. And by the way, in order for America to have captured Maduro and his wife, they had to have boots, American boots, special forces on Venezuelan soil. So that's yet another Donald Trump promise broken when he said that he was never going to put American boots on the ground. What this will do is there is the vice president, and I don't recall his name. There's Maria Machado. There's also another duly elected president in Venezuela. But this just created a power vacuum in Venezuela that is now going to be squabbled over by at least three different entities. And we'll have to see which entity Donald Trump decides he wants to support. And it's very likely that that's how Donald Trump is going to impose regime change. And with that, he's going to help his oil lobby friends, his oil tycoons and oil barons. And for a short period, it may even cause gas prices in America to come down. But it's extremely temporary, and it doesn't do anything to fix the consistent problem of rising costs in America. I maintain, again, that Donald Trump's manufactured war in Venezuela and kidnapping of Nicolas Maduro and his wife is primarily being used as a major manufactured war that is a distraction from Donald Trump's domestic policies. That this was not part of Donald Trump's campaign plan. And one of the things that has been true since Gallup started taking polls is that wartime presidents tend to have higher poll ratings. But the wartime presidents that have higher poll ratings all got wartime authorization from Congress in order to use that war power. Donald Trump hasn't done that in this case. So we're going to have to see what this does with his approval ratings, whether it goes up or down. My guess is if he doesn't get war power authorization, then it's going to go down unless he goes to Congress immediately after Congress comes back from recess. Now, Congress should be back from recess today after what just happened, but we can't really expect that from Speaker Johnson and Majority Leader Thune. So, with that said, hang on, everybody. We have a war at the very beginning of 2026 entirely manufactured for your viewing pleasure by Donald Trump. So you stay distracted from the Epstein files and all his failures of not being able to meet the promises of bringing down the cost of living or ending the war in Ukraine or any of the other promises that he made other than locking up illegal migrants, where he's also locking up Americans and legal migrants and denying them due process of law. That's what's happening. Thank you for listening. Talk to you soon.